Hello friend, it's your girl Ameza back again with a new episode, and today I'm going to be talking about something that came up this past weekend with my friends, and it's about women earning more money than their spouse, than the men in their lives. So it could be your boyfriend, it could be your husband, your fiance, or someone you're just shacking up with. Doesn't matter if you make more money than him. So it was actually quite interesting what my friends and I talked about this weekend. And my friends it was friends and family because it was Thanksgiving weekend. And we had both men and women, and they all had different things to chip in. So, but they didn't want to come on camera, but that's okay. I will talk about things that did take place. A lot of the women, and this is also my opinion somewhat, I don't think it's really natural for women to be the higher earners, if you will. I think circumstances and luck, or some people would like to refer to it as blessings, where the woman earn more. She's either more educated or she's risen up higher at the work and at her job. And so what happens is the money comes in, or it could be that she's into some type of business that's actually doing well. So all this came into fore, and I think when it has something to do with this, it's not so much her fault. She's not being too ambitious. I think men are somewhat more accepting, if you will. However, it's got different shades to it. I think a lot of men, just as the men in my panel in this gathering, they felt they're not really comfortable. And a lot of them felt it depends on how the woman handles it. And that brings me to another point. Again, I don't think naturally, and this is my opinion, I don't think naturally that women are made to wear the pants, meaning they are not the ones to be the bigger earners. However, when it happens, it happens. Everyone then needs to change roles. If a woman earns more than a man, the tendency is she's bossy. She becomes more aggressive or more assertive and not as submissive or subservient as a man would prefer. This opens up a whole can of because then some women are like submissive. We're not living in the Stone Ages, so where does subservient or submission come from? Now, this is my opinion. I think women naturally are submissive. I think the average woman wants to be taken care of, wants to be kept, either mistress, a girlfriend, doesn't matter what the label is. I think the average woman actually would prefer that the man is higher earner, and so he's taking care of her and her needs and that of her children. And I think when a woman has to wear the pants, meaning she has to be the one earning a bigger bacon, if you will, it's frustrating. Hence, it shows up as aggression. She becomes very resistant to authority, in quotes. I'm trying to watch a fine edge here because, you don't have to agree with me. So leave your comments. I really want to know what you think about it. If you have something to say, leave your comments down below. And let's hear your 2 cents or 50 cents. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. This is my opinion. I think women would rather be the one not earning so much. And even if she wants her man to still make his own money. She wants to be the one taken care of. She doesn't want to be the one having to be the man in the relationship. Now, in our group, there was one or two, actually, there was two of them, who felt the way they can get the respect of their man is to be bigger earners. That's what they felt. I'm not totally of that school of thought. I think a man respects a woman, loves her, shows her affection, and takes care of her. I know I said that before. Takes care of her, whether he's a big earner or a lesser earner than her, it really shouldn't matter. It's a big thing in families, and it has torn families apart. Families get divorced, families get separated, families fight over money matters, and sometimes the root of it is more often than not, and this is what the consensus was, and I somewhat kind of agree, the woman is starting to earn more. I mean, what do you expect? Economic power is very big, and I think whoever is a bigger earner tends to be the one who wants to control. Now, if you actually do go on to control, is a totally different matter. But when you're earning more or you're starting to earn money, it gives you some kind of confidence. It gives you a sense of well-being and a good self-esteem. Now, it depends on how you manage it in a relationship. A lot of men that I've spoken to have asked about this would rather be the bigger earners. And I think that's okay. Not all women agree with you though. And some people, it doesn't matter. Another thing that came up in this conversation was that men who readily play a second role, meaning secondary, plays the when he has to be, I don't want to use the word submissive, because men are not, that's a totally different can of worms. Men are men. I think a real man, it doesn't matter if your wife earns more than you or not. You're still a man. I think where the problem comes in is when a man isn't earning as much as his woman, and all he does is stay at home. He doesn't help with the kids. He doesn't help to cook. I don't care if you don't know how to cook. Make the effort. She appreciates it. He doesn't clean the house. He doesn't take care of the cars. He doesn't do anything. He expects her to go out there, make the money, come back home, and also do all those womanly chores. Chores that people would refer to as feminine. In this day and age, there's no woman chores. Okay, so people take on chores to help their partner. I'm a total advocate of this. There are certain gender roles. Like, I do believe that women take care of the kids better because it's innate in them. However, there have been men who've stayed at home. People call them Mr. Mums. Sometimes it's very derogatory, but again, as long as the two partners involved in this relationship understand each other, it really doesn't matter what you think. So keep your thoughts to yourself. Nobody cares about your opinion, okay? I always tell people this: haters will always hate. That's their job. What's yours? You do yours, okay? Don't listen to any meddling family. That's going to be a totally different episode. We're going to talk about meddling families. Frankly, I believe that men who let their families meddle into their homes and take charge of the household are weak men. And that's my opinion. You have yours. Leave your comments below. Let me hear what you think, what your feelings are. And feel free. Respectfully, okay? It's a respectful space, and so let's all respectfully leave our comments. So I think the problem with women is not so much anymore, because again, of course, it gives them confidence. But the thing is, if she has to go out there to hustle as much as you do, and probably even more, the least you can do, it shouldn't even be something to talk about, because my thing is, if you love someone, you want to make them happy. If you love your woman, you wouldn't want her to come home to a dirty home filled with dirty dishes or dirty laundry, or the kids haven't been, changed, or their homework hasn't been done, and all you do is, I don't know how to do this. I don't think it's fair. And that goes for women. But I think naturally women are nurturers. They're going to nurture you. Just as much as they nurture the kids, they also nurture the men. And sometimes you baby them so much, you spoil them, so the man doesn't want to do anything. But you know what? It could swing way for women too. There are men who spoil their women so much that the women don't want to do anything. However, majority of people, the usual cases we see is more of the man not wanting to contribute. If you know you're not earning as much as your wife, your girlfriend, your partner, your shacking roommate, whoever you're shacking with, you've got to do something. It's only fair. What makes men so uncomfortable with earning less than a woman? What exactly is it? I'm just curious. Why is that? Do you think it undermines your masculinity? Is that what it is? I will tell you this. A woman will respect a man regardless. It's tough, I know, when a man isn't bringing home the bacon, but a woman will respect her man. A real man will always get his respect. I don't think anything can take it away. I mean, I've been on both sides. A man who's made more money than me, a man who's made less money than me. They were men enough. I respected them. You have to respect the man in your life. There are things that men do that a woman will not respect. If you don't love her, if you cheat on her, if you disrespect her, make her feel like she's your queen. There's certain things men will do. It doesn't matter if that woman earns $1 billion than you and you don't bring anything in. As long as you treat her right, you will be her king. You will be the king of the castle. I believe it. I really do. Let me know what you think about this. Do you agree with my opinion? Again, it's my opinion. Or you have yours. You don't have to agree with me. Actually, I don't want you to agree with me. I want to hear what you think about it. I want to hear from men. I want to hear from women. What are your thoughts? Doesn't matter if a woman earns more than you. Leave your comments below. You can share this video. I really am curious to find out what it is that ticks people off. Believe me, it's breaking marriages, it's breaking relationships, it's causing a lot of tension in relationships, and it's on the rise. Women are getting to be more and more bigger earners. It might be something we have to start getting used to. Our girls are getting more educated, they're getting ambitious, and they're go-getters. I think it's time for men to reevaluate what exactly it is to be a man in today's society. But like I said, it really shouldn't change respecting you. When you're a man and you do the right thing, a woman will worship you. I believe so. Until I come your way again, subscribe to this channel. Let me know your opinions. Leave your comments down below. And you can reach me directly at my email, amezesuperstar@gmail.com. You can reach me on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at The Real Ameze, also on Twitter at The Real Ameze, and my Facebook, Ameze. So reach out to me, let's chat. So until I come your way again, keep yourself warm this season. Make sure you love yourself, because I'll tell you this, if you don't love yourself, you really don't have much to give anyone else. Take care. God bless.